Aloha, friends and shamans from all over the world. Thank you for being with us here today. EarthStar Sundays at 11:11. Here we are on the Ides of March 2026. And our topic today will be Earth Superpowers. So thank you so much for sharing your time with us in this virtual cyber church space, dimensional area as to speak. Although physically we are in Greensboro, North Carolina, United States of America. So having another exciting topic for you today can be the Earth Superpowers, trying to understand and determining and discerning who we are and why we are here on Earth at this particular time. Because remember, we all have the power to be where we want to be at any time. Okay. So I am Stacy, your host for today. I am the Co-Abbot of EarthStar Spiritual Center, and we've been doing this since 2002 with my wife, Jeanne. All right, well, let's get right into the topic. Well, let's do a review first. Remember last week, the session was about reflection. So I hope you had a wonderful week determining the good reflections, the celebratory reflections, and also the challenging reflections in your mind, body, and spirit awareness and consciousness. Remember that those are very powerful tools in helping us to relate to life on many, many dimensional levels. And remember, you are dimensional. You are mind, body, spirit. That's just one set of dimensional factors that you are, right? You have a mind. Your mind always goes wherever you are. Your body goes wherever you are. And of course, your spirit goes wherever you are. And you're interacting with everyone, everything, everywhere with these three dimensions. So you are dimensional. So begin to live life in this fashion. That way you have much more access to all the information that is around you. Because when you think about that, you know that as a human, our auditory range, we miss a lot of sounds. That's why dog whistles work for our animal people. They can hear that sound. Or how about the visible light spectrum? You know, there's so much different light spectrum that we can't see with our physical eyes. I mean, one example would be infrared, right? That's why you always see in film or something, you'll see an infrared image, a heat image of a human or an animal in a big glowing red. Right, so we can't do that physically, at least not most of us right now. So lots of things are out there around us, lots of information. We just don't have access to it. So make sure you understand your dimensional consciousness and take advantage of that because that's who you are. Okay. And that will go hand in hand with our topic for today. All right, let's go right into our slides and talk about what we're going to do. So it is the 3/15 or March 15th. Can you believe it's March 15th already? So Earth Superpowers, and this is Sundays at 11:11. So Cosmic Shaman and Aloha Consciousness. Now we are EarthStar Spiritual Center. We're a multi-faith church. We're living Aloha. And I said earlier, we've been doing this since 2002. Our core values or principles are all loving God, love, oneness, heart path, and as above, so below. If you go back to the March 1st program, I covered these particular 5 aspects in detail. And we're all about planetary awareness to galactic consciousness. And again, that's having a dimensional awareness of who we are. And these are some of the topics that we will cover on Sundays at 11:11 with the Cosmic Shaman and Aloha Consciousness. Also, these are services we can provide during the week, either in person or video chat. So give us a call or text us and let us know how we can help with any of these areas. And also, if you have a favorite topic that you see here in these little puffy clouds and you'd like me to present something on that on a Sundays at 11:11, then just shoot me a text. And we'll see what we can do about that and make it happen. Okay, and these are some of the books we've written. So if you'd like to have a little bit of a guide as to how you can approach your shamanism, whether that's earth shamanism to multidimensional, interdimensional shamanism, there are 5 books in the Simply Shaman series. The book in 2013, that was a novel, and the one, Asian Fried Chicken, that was more of a humorous story about my life in the South. But the other 5 books, and these are all linked on the show notes, and you can find them on Amazon. And for those of you who are budding authors, look at the icon in that top left, that's EarthStar Publishing, and we also help folks publish their works on Amazon, and that way you can get your work out there worldwide. So just let us know how we can do that. And again, all our contact info is in the show notes. And one an important organization we're part of, Connecting Consciousness. Simon Parks. Simon lives in England currently. Here, Connecting Consciousness. We've been with them since about 2022, maybe 21, and we have submitted a bid for a humanitarian project with his organization. Connecting Consciousness is in over 100 countries, and we have over 100,000 members. And this is free to join. So I have the link to that in the show notes. So sign up for Connecting Consciousness and hear Simon on his videos from time to time. And humanitarian projects are coming. And so we want to make sure that we are prepared and we are ready to move whenever that happens. Remember, we're now approaching and almost in making transition to the golden age for America and the world. And so the funds will be available to fund our humanitarian projects. So how do you serve currently and how will you serve? So make sure you understand your skills now so that you can begin practicing who you are, and you know who you are. When the time comes, you can be activated. And that's what Earth superpowers are. And that'll be our topic for today, helping you to find out who you truly are. Excuse me, let me get some water. So today's topic then is Earth superpowers, and our objectives will be to list 10 qualities you like about you. So 10 qualities you like about you. And when you do this type of deep inner work, make sure you realize the deeper qualities, those soul level qualities that you incarnated with. So the things you like about you. Okay? And then our second objective will be to list the 10 activities you are good at doing. So these are activities that it is very easy for you to do. You're excellent and effective in what and how you do it. And it seems to just be an innate skill that you know how to do these things in such a successful fashion. Okay? So 2 objectives, qualities you like about yourself and the activities that you're good at doing, because these will steer you and guide you toward your Earth superpowers and who you really are. So your Earth superpowers are the unique qualities that you brought with you during this incarnation. Remember, you came here for a purpose, and to live your Earth superpowers will allow your energies to fulfill your destiny here on Earth, and then allow you to make that wonderful transition to 4D as Mother Earth and the rest of humanity makes this shift. And we're in the process of that right now. So 10 qualities, what you like, 10 qualities of what you're good at doing. Okay? Now, Earth superpowers. You know, Mark Twain has always been credited with saying that the 2 important days in a man's life or a person's life is the day they're born and the day they find out why. So I ask that question to you then. Why are you here? Why did you decide this time to consciously incarnate on planet Earth, this beautiful third rock from the sun? I mean, so many choices all through the galaxies and universes and multiverses. You decided at some point to incarnate here on planet Earth to the parents that you had, to the environment, the situation you had in order to grow and evolve and to be the best version of you. So why did you decide to be on planet Earth? Now, these are some questions to let you know that this concept of Earth superpowers, that's been around for quite a while. Let me put up a crawler here for you, because remember, this is a live chat. So if you have any questions and want to share experiences, please just type in the comments and we'll see what we can do. Or let us know you're here. Yeah. And so these are superpowers. The concept of this have been around since the beginning of man, right? Remember, humanity has been here since about 200,000 BC, as we were created many, couple of 100,000 years ago, and look at us now on the verge of ascension. So some things to consider as far as quotes about Earth superpowers. And remember, Earth superpowers, if you want to define that succinctly, that would be your unique expression or your individual facet, your gifts, goals, power, skills, and talents, right? These things are, these aspects of you are your unique expressions or individual facets of our one infinite creator of God. So you are a reflection of the God energy. As we go back, if you go back to the very first show we did on March 1st, we talked about the three aspects of our relationships with God, right? That God created everyone, everything, everywhere, or God is in everyone, everything, everywhere, or God is everyone, everything, everywhere. So that's you. So you have these earth superpowers to help express your God qualities while you're here on earth. And then you'll do it some other place when we make our transition. Okay, a quote from Joseph Campbell. The privilege of a lifetime is being who you are. How wonderful to know what your unique skills are, your earth superpowers are, so that you can be and you can absorb and live this wonderful privilege. Next from William Shakespeare, right? This above all, to thine own self be true. Oh, how wonderful that quote is. And we've probably heard that a lot if you read any kind of Shakespeare or seen any kind of movies. Okay? So be true to yourself, right? Okay. Now from Janis Joplin, right? Back in the 60s, our rock and roll singer, don't compromise yourself. You're all you've got. Exactly. You are all you've got. You can't be anyone else except you. And no one else can be you. They may try to imitate and be like you, but they can't be you because you're the only one. You're this unique expression of God. So make sure you know that and find out what this expression is. All right, and from the Tao Te Ching from A.L.O.H.A. Now, this is about 600 BC or 600 BC. So knowing others is wisdom. Knowing oneself is enlightenment. So how wonderful to know yourself is enlightenment. We often hear there are many things to do for enlightenment, but A.L.O.H.A. is simply telling us just know yourself. Okay? And then from Henry David Thoreau, one of my favorite authors, we're constantly invited to be what we are as to something worthy and noble. Yes, because remember the three aspects of God. God created everyone, everything, everywhere. God is in everyone, everything, everywhere, and God is everyone, everything, everywhere. So you truly are worthy and noble. And so decide and know why you incarnated on planet Earth and why are you here? What is your service? Your service to others. And that's what we want to find out. Okay? Because everyone loves to serve others. Of course, there are folks on the planet currently now who are mainly focused on serving self. But those are challenges too. Just know that love is still there because they love themselves. But when we have service to others, that is because we wish to serve others because we love others. Okay? So stick to that concept of loving others, serving others the best way you know how, and that is to be you, being who you are. And then from St. Catherine, wait, let me put my glasses on. The print's so small. So St. Catherine of Siena, and this is back in the 1300s, right? So be who you were created to be, and you will set the world on fire. How wonderful. So someone who was very influential with the Pope at that time in the 1300s. So to be who you were created to be, and you will set the world on fire. Yes, exactly. Because once you decide and you know who you are, why you're here, you know your abilities, your gifts, your goals, your powers, your skills, your talents. Once you know this, then you are going to live these aspects of you every single day. And the goal will be to live this aspect 100% of the time. Because why would you want to do and be anyone that is not 100% you 100% of the time? So make sure you know you do have earth superpowers. You have these unique qualities, these unique aspects. And remember, no one else has this in the entire universe. So make sure you strive to know that. Oh, and thank you, Katie. Hey, Dale, Danny, and I send our love. Happy Sunday. Thank you, Katie, Danny, for being here and always supporting us. Thank you so much. Very loving souls you are. And thank you for being here and part of our Ohana. In Hawaiian, Ohana means family. So thank you, Katie and Danny. So look at these quotes and go back and review this video sometimes. And if you will, make a note of these quotes and kind of jot them down, put them up on a piece of paper, put them on a wall wherever you meditate or by your desk or at work also. So remember, you are special. You are a direct expression of our one infinite creator. So begin to act like this all the time. All right, now let's get right into it. So earth superpowers. Now, a lot of people are confused about earth superpowers because you often hear folks say, well, I don't know what my purpose in life is. Well, we're going to take away that particular thought then, and we're going to help you to answer that thought. And everyone's purpose, everyone, everything, everywhere, for all of eternity. Okay? So everyone, everything, everywhere, and for all of eternity, regardless of where you are, our purpose always is love. It's to be love. It's to learn about love. It's to express love. It's about service to others. Okay? Love is our purpose. Now, that's the big question. That's the $1 million question or $64,000 question. Okay? So love is our purpose. And this is for everyone, everything, everywhere. Now, how people choose to express this love, we have to realize that it is love in some form or fashion. Every celebration, every challenge, you're going to find that love is there. If nothing else, learn the lesson. Learn the lesson of why this celebration or challenge is happening, because that's the love that we always can learn the lesson. Okay? Now, the question that most people want to ask or are confused about, because when they say they don't know the purpose, well, you do know your purpose, because now we know it's love and to be love. So the real question or the real thought is, how do you express this love? Now, that's where people get confused. How do I express this eternal love that is within me? How am I able to have the abilities, gifts, and goals, and powers, and skills, and talents to express this love? And that's what Earth Superpowers is all about. Okay? Now, we do have a class for this, and we'll probably do this in May. So, of course, we can't do an entire 5 or 6 hour class in just 30 or 45 minutes. So I just want to give you some highlights so you can start thinking about this and start working on this on your own. Now, if you bought any of our books, our 5 Simply Shaman series books, I have worksheets in each of those books on the Earth Superpowers that gives you the full complement of how you can find those specifically. But today it's going to give us a good indication of who we are, what we love doing, what we're good at doing, and that will certainly lead us towards knowing what our Earth Superpowers are. Okay, so the first objective was, right, to list the 10 qualities you like about you. So what are the 10 qualities you most like about you? So if you will, just take a piece of paper and just start jotting down some qualities you like about yourself. For now, you're almost doing like automatic writing or spirit writing. We want to bring to the front of your consciousness something from your soul level to let you know what are the 10 qualities you like about you. And these are deep inner soul qualities you like. So make sure you allow those to come through and just start jotting, just writing it down. Or if you don't have time to do this now, just come back to the video later and just make a list, 10 qualities you like about you. And, this may be an entire week's process for you to do this. So keep that list handy with you. So wherever you are, at home or at work, you're out with friends or shopping, you'll be surprised when a top 10 quality will show up for you and something you want to just write down. And so make sure you have your list with you. Just fold it up and tuck it in your pocket. Have a pen ready and make sure you jot that down. And then at the end of the week, when you've decided you have truly identified the 10 qualities you like most about you, now we want to choose the top 3, because this will give you a direct path to your Earth Superpowers. It'll give you a clue to what your Earth Superpowers are. Okay, so decide first if you have more than 10 things you've written. So choose the 10 best that really make you feel good. And remember, how do they make you feel when you read it out loud or read it to yourself? You feel calm, you feel empowered, then yes, that's a wonderful quality. Okay? So 10 qualities, make sure you write those down. And then out of those 10, you choose the top 3. Okay? And that way you'll set that aside. Now let's go to the next one. Okay, so this one, again, make on another sheet of paper. These will be the 10 activities or things that you're good at doing. You don't have to even think about doing these things, and you've either been trained in it or you've learned how to do these things, but you excel at doing this. You're wonderful at doing this. It is so easy for you. It's like you're in a very Zen state. Whenever you do this, it's amazing how time flies by. When you do this, you look up and next thing you know, it's been an hour or two but it just doesn't, it seems like time just stood still for you. So again, the same way that you did the previous sheet, you'll do this one. So you want to list 10 activities you're good at doing. And remember, just write down the 10 things. You're going to have more than 10. So eventually you'll come to where you can identify the 10 best things that you're good at doing. And then out of that, you're going to choose the top 3. Okay? So let me go back and just give you just a minute or two just to make a list. If you've got a sheet of paper right now, just jot down a few things that you like about you. So 10 qualities you like about you. So just jot those down, just to let you know that your subconscious is bringing these things to the front of your conscious mind. And remember to keep this list with you all week long. Okay? And then go to your other sheet. The 10 activities that you enjoy doing, you're good at doing, you're great at doing, easy for you to do. And you truly enjoy doing these activities. So again, you'll probably write down more than 10, but eventually you want to identify the 10 best for you. And then out of that 10, you want to identify the top 3. And these will be a wonderful roadmap to helping you to identify your earth superpowers without being in the class. But think about coming to the class, and again, that'll be sometime in May, I'm sure. Okay, so now we have a good head start. So remember, keep those 2 sheets with you all the time, because you've already primed your energy field to bring this to your attention. 10 things you like about you and the 10 activities you're good at doing, and then you're going to choose the top 3. Now, how do we put all this together then? Okay, another question you want to ask yourself in helping to identify your earth superpowers. What would you do if you had all the money, time that you wanted or needed? All your obligations were met. You didn't have to worry about any of your obligations. You had all the money and time in the world that you wanted or needed. What is it you would do? Right? All the bills are paid. Everything's paid off. House is paid off. Bought vacation homes for all your family and friends. You have all the material things that you always desired. And so when all these things are acquired, what would you do if you had all that money and time? What would you really want to do? Another way to think about this. Who would you be while you're doing all these things? Because if you had all the money and time in the world to do what you wanted, be who you are, so who would you be while you're doing all these things? So think about your childhood dream. As a child, what are some of the things that early on your soul was trying to teach you to let you know this is why you're here on earth? This is what you do. So now your current job, you may not be doing any of these things, but is there an aspect of what you're doing now that reflects your childhood dream? And you may have had several, because your soul is going to give you examples and give you options. Right? Because remember, this is who you are. When you came in and incarnated as a child, remember, you weren't just a child. You were a cosmic being. You're millions of years old. So you've had many, many lifetimes. So your soul knows who you are. So when you came in this time, there was a reason you incarnated, so that you could share your unique expressions, skills, and gifts. And your childhood, you knew what these are. So what would you do if you had all the money and time in the world? And as you're doing that, who would you be? What kind of service to others would you be doing? And think about your childhood dreams. And now, if you will match these 2 questions with your three best qualities and 3 best activities, that's going to give you a major inroad to what your earth superpowers are. Okay? So match the 2 questions above with the 3 best qualities and your 3 best activities. And that's going to let you know what your service to others is going to be. Okay? And then if you have the book and look at the rest of the worksheets, you'll find that. And then also, if you come to a class with us, we can hone that down even more. But if this is all you do with that, this is going to let you know what you're good at doing. This is what you're here to do. You're that. If you can imagine life being this grand puzzle, could you imagine that puzzle being on a wall and there was a missing piece? We know how many people would look at that missing piece and that would kind of throw us off, because that's you if you're not living your earth superpowers 100% of the time and day, throughout every single day. So be your earth superpowers. Okay? Outstanding job. Wonderful. Okay, and when we go into meditation time, you may want to think about your earth superpowers. And remember, you can write while you're in meditation. If a thought comes to you, then write that down also on your 2 sheets of paper of your favorite qualities or favorite activities. So earth superpowers, remember, you have them. You've had them all along. You had them when you came in. You chose your parents to help you to support these earth superpowers that you brought into this planet, into this dimension, this incarnation. So as you go back also your childhood dream, think about how your parents in some way helped support these dreams, or perhaps they provided a challenge for you, but yet you were still so determined that you were still going to follow these childhood dreams, or you're going to follow that inner feeling within you, that inner knowing, that intuitive sense about you, that you know and what your earth superpowers are. So either way, they provided that love for you to know who you are and to be the person you are, the privilege of being you. So how wonderful. All right, let's prepare ourselves for meditation and quiet time then, and going within. So remember from the A.L.O.H.A, empty yourself of everything. Let the mind rest at peace. So returning to the source of stillness, which is the way of nature. A.L.O.H.A, Book 16. All right, now, so let's find your healing prayer time. Let me put on some music for you. Remember, there's nowhere else to be. There's nothing else to do but just be in prayer, be in meditation. So think about your chakras, your red root chakra, the navel orange chakra. Think about the yellow solar plexus, the green heart chakra, the light blue throat chakra, the deep blue or indigo blue, the third eye or forehead chakra. Then top of the head, the crown chakra, a beautiful violet purple mixed in with lots of white. And then think about the meridians flowing through your body, just channels of chi. Just imagine little white roadways going through your body, taking the chi, the prana, mana, all through your body. And now think about the light, beautiful light within you, energizing every cell in your body, every subatomic and atomic particle within your mind, body, spirit complex. And remember, there's nowhere else to be, nothing else to do for right now, except just be in healing, prayer, meditation, and use this time for your earth superpowers. Now just stay in this beautiful, peaceful, still place, deep within the mind, body, and spirit. Think about your earth superpowers. Think about any prayers or healing you'd like to happen to you and for others. Feel the sacred space within you. This is you, the stillness. Remember to empty yourself of everything. Let the mind rest in peace, because this is the way of nature, the stillness. And now let's use this time for some healing time, if you'd like. I'd like to share that with you. Let me pull the Merkaba up. It says a prayer. And allow this Merkaba and the energy that's flowing through it just to be there with you. So if you're a Reiki person, then just imagine this beautiful blue light coming to you. The Reiki master symbol of Daikomyo, Daikomyo, Daikomyo. Ichi ni san yon go rokunan. That beautiful blue light. Infuse that beautiful Arcturian energy from our star brothers and sisters. Or if you prefer the rainbow light of the Huna, so Ike, Kala, Makia, Malawa, A.L.O.H.A, Mana, Pono, Rona, Ku, Kane, Kalo, so Malama, A.L.O.H.A, Pakili'i, Huna. So feel the rainbow light, Huna energy, the Palladian energy. Or if you prefer the white light of the Christ, imagine that white light of the Christ flowing into your heart, flowing into all parts of your body. Or if you prefer the golden light of the Chi, Ki, Prana, Mana, the life force within you, the life force of Mother Earth, Father, Son. Allow this to flow into every part of you and your body. Or allow it to flow to all those folks in which you said a prayer for healing and love, calm and stillness. Remember, calm is healing, and healing is calm. Feel these energies flowing. Every part of the body, every part of the mind, every part of your eternal soul, spirit. As we just say a collective prayer together in mind, body, and spirit, we thank our Mother, Father, God, and the ALOHA and the Spirit that flows through all things to be with all of us all the time. And to allow us to feel this love in our mind, body, and spirit with every thought, word, and deed, with everyone, everything, everywhere, in every time, place, and space, with all of our endeavors, home, work, and play. Help us to be the best version of who we can be, to be our earth superpowered self, so that our process can move along as we help to serve others in our very own unique ways. May this blessing, may this light shine upon you throughout the week. May the countenance of our one infinite creator shine upon you, blessing you, healing you, helping you to celebrate and to learn your challenges, to be the best version of who you possibly can be. And we ask this and we pray this in the most holy of all things, and that is love. So much aloha with that. Thank you so very much. Just take a deep breath, breathe this in. Now, if you will, just extend your hands and just imagine just encapsulating this energy, this prayer, and just place it to a little ball. And then, if you will, just take that down to your heart and just hold this energy right there in your heart and feel this beautiful space, this beautiful ball of energy just surrounding your heart, and feel it being absorbed into your heart. And now your heart is just glowing with these beautiful colors, whether it's the Reiki blue or the rainbow Huna colors or the white light of the Christ, the golden light of Mother Earth and Father Sun, this chi, ki, prana, mana. Mana is the Hawaiian word for chi or ki or the life force. All those words mean the life force, the God force within you. And hold this energy in your heart and just know it will be there the rest of the week, giving you much, much energy and strength to truly be the best version of who you can be. Because all of us need you. Remember, we don't want a missing puzzle piece. Just take a deep breath, lift those hands up, and then when we finish, we'll kind of breathe out aloha. Ready? Inhale, aloha. Wonderful. And you may have not heard my breath. The speaker may not let me do that, but just do a nice long exhale with that. So remember, God is within you, and if you want to go to a higher level of understanding, just know that you are God. So allow that energy to penetrate every part of your life, okay? Mind, body, and spirit, everything that you do every second of the day, because you want to be the best version of who you possibly can be. Okay? So I'm going to put up our website. If you need to check our website for the things we do, you can see that and contact us in any way. I've got those in the show notes also. And remember, review for the day then, our Earth superpowers. Remember that you want to know your Earth superpowers are your unique expressions of our one infinite creator. So that's your abilities, gifts, goals, powers, skills, and talents. And you made a list starting today, and you'll do this all week, of the 10 qualities you like about yourself. And then you're going to choose the best 3. And then the 10 things that you're good at doing. It's easy for you to do. So you'll make a list of that, and you use this throughout the week, and then choose the top 3 of those. But remember, your 3 best qualities and your 3 best things that you're best at doing. You can match this up with your childhood dreams, or match it up with, remember, if you had all the money and time in the world, what would you do and who would you be? So match up those 2 sheets with these 2 perspectives, and that will give you a very good indication and a guide to knowing what your Earth superpowers are. And then you can start to integrate these powers into your life. And you can realize that you are actually doing some form of those powers right now. So find a way to understand that your earth superpowers will come through just like your destiny. You can't help it. It's going to happen. Okay. So allow that to happen and to live your best life. Wonderful. Thank you for being here with us today. Thank you for supporting this ministry, this cyber and virtual church, although we do have a physical place here in our home. So thank you for that. And if you want to know about any donations, just go to the show notes. You can go to PayPal or go to the website. So thank you for that and keeping us going. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Let me check comments. I think we're good with that. Okay. And get us back to our media. And just one more slide I want to show you, and that'll help us to close it out, which I always love to do. And that's the Hawaiian way with POW, P-A-U. It means it's all over. So get our hands ready on 3. We'll clap POW and shout. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and POW. Good. Wonderful. Thank you for being here with us. Thank you for sharing the light with Jeanne and myself. We hope you have a wonderful week, a marvelous week, living the best life you possibly can be. And remember, you're the only person that can be you. So please be you 100% of the time, because you are a unique expression of our one infinite creator. And we need your expression. All of humanity, all of the galaxy, the universe, the multiverse needs your expression of the creator. You know, when you think about the facets on a diamond, can you imagine if one of those facets was blackened or cloudy and it really wasn't reflecting the light? So we want to make sure that your light is fully on. You're on high beam all the time. That doesn't mean you're always moving and going. It just means your energy, your love is on high beam, so that it is sending out like a light of love wherever you go. It lights the pathway to be who you are. So please be you, because you're the only one that can be. All right. So have a great week. We love you. Thanks for being here. And remember, you can contact us with the info I've got in the show notes. And make sure we review the previous lessons. Remember, March 1st was what ALOHA means for us, the A.L.O.H.A. And then last week was reflections. So honoring the celebrations and the challenges in your life to help you to do your shadow work, to remove or to highlight those things within you. All right. So have a great week. We love you, and much aloha.